From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good morning and happy Friday. We can maybe see a little bit of sunshine for this Friday. It's a low-end chance we could see a little, but at least it's something. Low temperatures dropping into the teens for tonight and for tomorrow night, and the forecast is staying abnormally dry. And another word for abnormally is unusual. So there you go. There's the Carlton for Jade and Jessica. You missed it. I'm not doing it again. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Here's a live look at Kennewick. This view coming courtesy of the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app. And it's going to end up, like I said, being a mostly gray day. Could see the clouds breaking through a little bit later on, but the fog is up in both of our mountain ranges for this morning, and we're seeing a little bit of light freezing drizzle for the foothills. Could see some slick spots, especially with the temperatures in the foothills right now being in the mid to upper 20s. Please take it very slow on those roadways. Here's your hourly forecast for this Friday for the Tri-Cities. Maybe a little bit warmer for today, getting closer to 40 degrees. I'm going with a mostly cloudy day, but just know there could be some sun breaking through. So for today, another gray and cold day, but I'll tell you why we're thinking maybe there could be some sunshine. That's going to be coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, Moses Lake School District taking action after an investigation found a coach engaged in inappropriate relationships with a student. We have everything you need to know coming up.
Plus, the city of Oregon is giving small businesses a boost through a new program. Coming up, we'll show how this project is helping entrepreneurs get started.
And caught on camera, you see it on your screen, a garbage truck in downtown Walla Walla in flames. The cause they believe is behind the fire and what officials want residents to know. It's all coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It is Friday, January 23rd. We've made it to the end of the week.
It was quick.
It went by pretty fast.
It's been cold and quick.
Yeah.
It's going to stay cold. Hopefully we'll have some sunshine. Josh
Just
will
like
have
a little glimpse, maybe.
Yeah, Josh will have more on that later. Maybe some more Carlton, because I missed it.
Yeah, you got to get those hands up a little higher, Josh.
Like, I don't even know, but he's going to do it later because we're going to make him.
A lot going on.
And we do want to get into your top stories, and we're starting off with new information this morning. The Moses Lake School District is taking action after an investigation found a coach engaged in inappropriate relationships with students.
So the district says that this employee, who they haven't named, also worked as a substitute teacher and was placed on administrative leave as soon as this report came in last May. So in an independent investigation along with local police, they confirmed the misconduct involved at least 3 students.
Now, based on those findings, the school board voted last night to formally discharge the employee. A report has also been submitted to the state. The district says that student safety is the top priority, and families with questions are encouraged to reach out directly. We'll, of course, continue to follow very latest updates on this and bring you more information as it becomes available. Switching gears now to Richland, where nurses at the Cadlick Regional Medical Center are planning a picket for next Monday. This after a troublesome trend is leaving many feeling unsafe at work. The Washington State Nurses Association says that Cadlick nurses are seeing an increase in workplace violence, specifically with patients bringing weapons into the hospital. Addressing workplace safety is one of the union's key priorities as they negotiate a new contract, and nurses say they're bringing ideas to the bargaining table, and that's in order to fix this problem.
The easiest way that a lot of hospitals have dealt with this is have some type of weapons detection system at the entry points to the hospital. We understand that there's a cost associated with that. A security guard at the emergency entrance 24 hours a day to help man that.
And we reached out to Cadlick to learn about its current safety measures, but as of this newscast, we're still waiting for a reply. The picket will take place outside of the medical center from 8:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. on Monday, and we'll of course keep you updated.
Well, check this out at 6:05. Caught on camera in downtown Walla Walla. A load of garbage caught fire inside of a sanitation truck. This was yesterday morning. You see it on your screen. Driver quickly dumped the burning load into a nearby parking lot. Fire, street, and sanitation crews all responded to get those flames put out. Officials say the fire was likely caused by items that you shouldn't throw away in the trash, like batteries. So they're reminding residents that lithium-ion batteries and other hazardous items should be taken to the household hazardous waste facility and not thrown away.
Now, Oregon Republican David Medina has officially announced his campaign for governor. Medina's campaign made the announcement this week, and the lifelong Oregonian is a self-proclaimed social media personality who has built a national following of nearly 1 million. His campaign says he's focused on restoring Oregon and mobilizing everyday citizens through media and outreach. He was previously arrested in Portland on federal charges tied to his presence at the U.S. Capitol on January 6th, but he has denied wrongdoing and was later pardoned by President Donald Trump. Oregonians will vote for governor this November.
6:06 now, and staying in Oregon, turning to local living there, where a small Eastern Oregon community is working to grow its local economy by helping small businesses get their start.
Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with the city manager of Oregon about the city's new business incubator project and what it could mean for the community.
The city of Oregon is taking steps to grow its local economy and small business culture. Identified as a priority in the city's 5-year strategic plan, the project received $1 million in federal grant funding from the U.S. Small Business Administration with local assistance from the Port of Murrow. But city leaders say the goal of the project is to create a space where entrepreneurs can start businesses that may not otherwise be able to afford a traditional brick-and-mortar location.
An incubator is to help an individual or business get started so that they can grow. Because one of the hardest things to do for a small business to start is the bricks and mortar. That's the physical makeup of land and structure. That is very, very costly. And so what we have, and we made application in this program that our legislators have put together, and there's a foundational, is that it's for small business, for starting up, for women, minority, other individuals that are less fortunate.
Palmquist says the building will be smaller than originally planned due to rising construction costs, but will still be able to house 3 to 4 business tenants, along with shared facilities designed to keep costs low for startups.
We've had to cut some things back because the economy of scale of everything has went up. So we received $1 million. The city will be putting in about $400,000 to match that.
Well, the Small Business Incubator project is still in its very early stages. City officials tell me that it's the first step in a long process of trying to make Oregon its own central economic hub.
What if somebody wanted to come and open up a dental shop, an office? It's a small business. It keeps people local instead of driving either to Hermiston or the Tri-Cities.
While the city doesn't yet know which businesses will move in, leaders say supporting small business growth is key to long-term economic stability.
The strength of America is small business. If we want to see some stabilization and economic growth and economic development in Oregon, that's some of our small business. What is that? We're going to look at some of that framework.
City leaders said the incubator is designed to keep investment, services, and opportunity local. In Oregon, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
And according to the city manager, the first phase of construction on this incubator project is expected to be completed by December.
Of course, we'll be following that progress and providing updates as they become available. And keep it here, because coming up next, from a slow start to a confident finish, this Kennewick team has found its rhythm. We'll see what's clicking for the team now and how that's translating into late season wins. It's all straight ahead in local sports news after the break.
But first, giving you that live look outside this morning. This one right here from our Apple Valley studio in Kennewick. Chief Meteorologist Josh Culver is going to break down your first alert forecast and what you can expect as you head out the door this morning.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because we know it's more than a new home. It's really him. It's a new journey.
Welcome to the neighborhood, Jordan.
Thanks, guys. Whoa.
And when you feel protected, you can dream fearlessly.
Go long.
Bundle home and auto and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
life happens. Lucky for you, the new ICCU Central Plus checking account comes with benefits, including cell phone protection.
Wait, through my ICCU checking account?
That's right. Along with a whole lot of other benefits you might need. Because being human is a full-time job.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Is your bundle a bundle of joy? Do you celebrate your contract's anniversary? No? You should meet Ziply Fiber. High-speed fiber optic internet means more freedom, more reliability, more speed on all your family's devices, all at the same time. Happily ever faster. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans start at $20 a month.
Some recipes come with a little extra chaos.
Steal some and try it. Oh, that was a big bite.
Memories are made in the kitchen.
Little pinch.
Find the right appliance to make more of them at Breads.
Right now, score big savings on all LG appliances. Whether you're looking for a fridge, dishwasher, or oven, we have the appliances for you in stock, ready to go today. Swing into Fred's Appliance. We're local like you.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on that zone-by-zone tour of this morning's temperatures. We're in the teens and 20s up in the Cascades. And then for the Kittitas Valley, mostly in the mid-20s. We are seeing some upper 20s in Ellensburg at 28 degrees. And then for the Yakima Valley, you're either at 30 or 31. We got 30 for Union Gap, 31 for Yakima, and then for the Lower Columbia Basin. Also, most of us either at 30 or 31. The only one bucking that trend would be Boardman at 34. And then for the Blue Foothills, teens and 20s, 27 for Pendleton, 28 for Walla Walla. For the highest terrain of the Blue Mountains, all of us are in the teens. So obviously you're going to have to bundle up this morning as you're headed out the front door. And just keep in mind, for the foothills, there have been some reports of some very light mist this morning that could put down some slick spots on the roadways. Please, please, please take it slow out there. Speaking of the foothills, here's your day planner forecast for this Friday for Pendleton. We're going to be stuck in the 20s and 30s, having a hard time even making it out of the low 30s, and we could maybe see a little bit of sunshine for today. It's going to be a mostly cloudy day, don't get me wrong, but you see there's kind of this like band of precipitation right here that's cutting through central Oregon. It's not showing up on the surface analysis, but there's a very weak boundary right here, and as this is skirted by our area, maybe the thinking is that maybe this is doing just enough to shake up our atmosphere, perhaps to break up the cloud layer. And if that happens, we could see a little bit of sunshine for today, which would be the first time in at least over a week. And certainly yours truly right here needs to see the sunshine. Okay, I would also prefer to see some rain chances in the forecast. Looks like that's probably not going to happen either. I'll talk about the mechanisms behind that coming up in a few minutes.
It is 6:14 and we are talking sports now this morning, where it's not always about how you start, but how you finish.
Kennewick's girls basketball team is proving that on the court. After a slow start to the season, winning just 2 games in the first month, they started to find their groove.
Yeah, the Lions started the new year on a 5-game winning streak, catapulting themselves back into contention. Players and coaches agree they are powered by their bond on and off the court.
I would say our defense is pretty good, but what's going to carry us is mostly our chemistry, since we've been playing together since 3rd grade, most of us. So just knowing that in practice, we all have each other's backs in the game too, but I think our chemistry is our biggest strength.
Kennewick's next test will come this weekend.
And they prepare to face off against Pasco and Chiawana. Good luck to them. And keep it here, because coming up, Josh Colbreth is back with that First Alert full weather forecast and another Carlton dance, because I still haven't seen it. So we will remind him again, Josh. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
It'll keep you warm if you dance.
Yes.
dinosaur adventure roars into Yakima. 1 weekend only. Yakima Sundo. With life-size dinosaurs and massive family fun. Experience the thrill of the prehistoric age, featuring the ferocious T-Rex, Triceratops, Velociraptor, and more. Go on a realistic fossil dig. Take a ride on your favorite dinosaur. Bounce around in the prehistoric playground and a baby dinosaur meet and greet. Take an amazing dinosaur adventure. This weekend only. Yakima Sundo. Tickets at DinosaurAdventure.com.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Let Quantum Legal protect you and be your champion on the legal battleground. Whether it's a fight for justice in the face of criminal accusations, personal injury claims, or workplace accidents, Quantum Legal is your unwavering ally. An aggressive offense is your greatest defense. Quantum Legal is the sword and shield you've been seeking. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
I'm a real wild one.
Some days are the fun days. The days you get to go wild, which makes the Ford Ranger perfect for you. Made to haul, made for the trail, and made for any wild idea you've got. Get a wild deal on a Ranger today. Lease a 2025 Ford Ranger Super Crew 4x4 for just $279 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Culligan helps you take control of your home's water with the world's most efficient softeners and drinking water systems. Culligan also gives you more control of your wallet with a variety of payment options. For better water and finances that fit, contact your local Inland Northwest Water expert today.
A new head coach and a new attitude, but it's still the most exciting game in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh my!
Seattle Kraken hockey.
That's hockey, baby!
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Next live from H is for Hawk, Claire Foy, plus Michael Urie from Shrinking.
I cry every episode.
Yeah.
It always gets me.
Do you cry more at your own performance?
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now. Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is going to get quite cold for tonight and Saturday night with those lows dropping down into the teens. We will talk about that in just a second. But first, for this Friday in the Yakima Valley, high temperature is going to end up in the mid-30s. It will end up being a mostly cloudy day. Now, we were just talking about this a couple minutes back, we could see a little bit of sunshine as we head into the afternoon. But in general, it's going to be another gray day out there, and those highs are going to end up in the 30s for lower elevations. Will be in the 20s for the mountains, and the wind gusts not going to be doing much at all. Could be a little bit breezy for the Cascades on US 97, Blewett Pass, Sadish Pass, but otherwise we will be calm. Then for tonight, again, a mostly cloudy night for our viewing area, maybe a little bit more in the way of clear skies up towards the Spokane market, but those overnight lows down into the teens and 20s across the board. 20 for the Tri-Cities, 17 for Yakima, and the winds, once again, not going to be doing anything of note. Okay, over the next 7 days in the Yakima Valley, our highs are slowly but surely going to ascend up a little bit colder for Saturday and Sunday, but back to those average high temperatures for next Tuesday and Wednesday, and then a couple degrees warmer than normal by the time we get to Thursday. And then those overnight lows will also follow suit. They'll start to trend a little bit warmer. We'll be back up to around 30 degrees by next Thursday night. All right, the forecast staying abnormally dry for this time of the year, and it's because of this. We have this blue spinning H, which is this dominant area of high pressure that has been dominating the Pacific Northwest now for the past few weeks, and that's why it's been keeping us dry. High pressure kind of acts as like a shield of active weather, and it really has been shielding our region. So what's that look like in a practical sense over the next week? Well, a whole bunch of this. Nothing in terms of precip chances for the Yakima Valley or the Lower Columbia Basin, or well, less so the Bluefoot Hills. But anyway, abnormally dry for this time of the year. We'll talk about the stakes of that a little bit later in the show. Here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. A small chance of a little sunshine for today. Then it looks as if the clouds will continue to dominate through early next week. For Yakima, dry and cold, but thankfully highs trend a little warmer by next week. Then for Ellensburg, highs hovering around freezing through Sunday, then a touch warmer by Monday. For Hermiston, a dry pattern that'll trend subtly warmer over the next 7 days. And finally for Walla Walla, we'll keep chasing that 10% chance of rain. This time, it looks like that'll be next Thursday.
All right, well, it is definitely cold here, but it's not as cold as they're seeing across parts of the country. Major winter storm on the way, expected to impact more than half the country with snow, ice, and some very brutally cold temperatures. Roads and power lines could be dangerous in some areas. Cities in the Northeast could see their heaviest snow that they've had in years.
Several airlines are taking precautions. Also, United, Delta, American, and Southwest are letting passengers rebook or cancel flights without any extra fees. And Delta has already canceled some flights in Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Tennessee.
FEMA is also pausing layoffs for roughly 300 disaster workers to make sure they're on hand to help as the storm moves through.
Yeah, the storm is predicted to last through the weekend. We'll, of course, continue to follow it, bring you updates on conditions as things continue to change and develop, because there is a lot going on in regards to, you're talking flight delays already happening.
Power outages are possible.
They're saying, we were talking earlier, it feels cold here, of course, but nothing compared to what forecasters are calling for in Minnesota. Negative 61-degree wind chill.
Oof.
That cuts right through you.
And then Texas hasn't even experienced like cold temperatures yet. It was like 80 degrees in December, so it'll be wild.
It'll be wild. Yeah, no, it's something that we're keeping a close eye on. It's impacting like a 2,300-mile stretch across the country.
Yeah.
Hundreds of millions of people impacted.
In a lot of places where they don't really have the infrastructure in place, like what you would typically see in much colder climates.
Exactly.
So that's definitely a big factor as well.
Exactly, yeah. All right. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, new federal guidance could change how late night and daytime talk shows book political candidates, putting the spotlight on shows like Kimmel, The View, Colbert. We're going to take a look at it.
Plus, a surprise wedding for a TV icon. Wheel of Fortune's Vanna White is officially married. Both stories are coming up in your entertainment news after the break.
Important news alert. President Trump endorsed Amanda McKinney for Washington's 4th Congressional District.
President Trump endorsed me because he knows I'm a fighter.
Amanda McKinney will fight to grow our economy and improve affordability, keep our borders secure, advance American energy dominance, and always protect our farmers and families. Trump endorsed Amanda McKinney. America first. Central Washington always. Washington Rising is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Meet Jan. She's enjoying a beautiful day outdoors with friends and family. She's also managing her type 2 diabetes by taking Jardiance, the little pill with a big story to tell. You see, once daily Jardiance can help lower your A1C. Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can reduce the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
So ask your doctor about Jardiance, the little pill with a big story to tell.
Built for early mornings, long days, and whatever comes next, the Chevy Silverado is the truck that gets it done, day after day. At McCurley Chevrolet, we've got a huge inventory of Silverados. More trucks, more choices, ready to drive home today. Lease for just $329 a month, or lock in low 1.9% financing. And when you buy with McCurley, it's easy, honest, and hassle-free from start to finish. McCurley Chevrolet, your way home.
So what do you think about these?
Yeah, we're going to take...
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Don't relocate, renovate. As your needs change, update your bathroom with aging and accessibility solutions designed to keep the space safe and stylish. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now are sponsored by Allen Brecky Law Offices.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment news, the Federal Communications Commission has issued new guidance that puts a spotlight on network talk shows that book political candidates.
So those require that candidates competing for the same office be given equal airtime on an entertainment-focused talk show carried by a local TV station.
Guidance involves a public interest requirement and would appear to target late-night shows hosted by Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, and Seth Meyers. Other programs like Daytime's The View would also fall under the coverage of the guidance.
Talk shows would be able to petition the FCC for exemptions to have political candidates as guests in an election year.
And speaking of changes to late-night TV, Wheel of Fortune icon Vanna White has officially married her longtime boyfriend, John Donaldson. 68-year-old announcing the surprise wedding in an Instagram post.
White said they've been in love for more than 10 years and finally made it official in a private ceremony. According to People magazine, White met Donaldson in 2012 through a friend at a barbecue.
Donaldson is a real estate developer who owns a construction company, and the couple first went public with their relationship in 2019.
Do you think she had the dress in her closet? Because she's got to have so many dresses.
Yeah.
That's what I always think.
Maybe.
I know. I love it. Congrats to her.
So cute.
She's great. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Local theater calling on the community to support students and the arts. Straight ahead, we'll show you how the fundraiser is making programs possible. It's all coming up in your next half hour.
Experience winter fun at Silver Mountain Resort. Discover some of the best terrain in the region. Just 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Relax in a beautiful condo, just a short stroll from the gondola. Dining, exciting water slides, and indoor surfing at the water park, where it's always 84 degrees. Ride North America's longest gondola to epic snow tubing and endless skiing and boarding. Create unforgettable family memories at Silver Mountain Resort. Book today at silvermt.com.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
At Core Powder Coating, we bring metal to life. From industrialized parts to custom projects, we specialize in high-end finishes that protect, perform, and stand out. The 35-foot oven, 5-stage chemical wash, and climate control facility, we handle the jobs the others can't and do it right the first time. Core means commitment, organization, reliability, and excellence. And that's exactly what you'll get on every job. Core Powder Coating, where quality meets color. Visit corepowder.com or visit us in Richland.
New year, new priorities, real value. Real value means more than what you pay today. It's what your vehicle gives you every day after. At McCurley Subaru, new Subaru vehicles are built with purpose. Standard all-wheel drive, advanced safety technology, and legendary reliability designed for the long haul. And if certified is the right fit, Certified Pre-Owned delivers trusted value too. This year, choose smart value. Think McCurley Subaru.
When uncertainty falls upon your freedom, you need an unwavering champion. We're dedicated to not just tipping the scales in your favor, but also delivering an unwavering and relentless defense. With over 5 decades of experience, we'll fiercely defend your freedom and secure the most favorable outcome. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
From our family at Bruce Heating and Air, New Year's isn't just a day, it's a moment of magic, reflection, and hope. Another year to bring comfort and care to the community we cherish most.
Live with Kelly and Mark today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good Friday morning. Thanks for waking up with us. Joining us here for Good Morning Northwest, I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica DeLal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
Are we getting a glimmer of some sunshine? Just like a little sparkle of it?
Maybe. And boy, do we need it. Just a quick little, hey guys, I'm still up here.
Yeah.
All right, see you in March.
Sunlight. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, people start to get a little bit of that, like, I guess maybe stir craze, but stir craze underneath stratus clouds. Inside.
The winter blues.
Yes, let's go ahead and take a look at those big weather stories, and we'll talk about why we could maybe see some sunshine a little bit later in the show, but it's going to be cold for tonight. Those lows dropping down into the teens for both tonight and tomorrow night, and the forecast will stay oh so dry, abnormally, atypically dry for this time of the year. Right now, you're taking a live look at Yakima. This view coming courtesy of Bi-Mart. See all those beautiful city lights down below, and above that, those stratus clouds that have kept us socked in all throughout the week. So the fog this morning continues to be up in the mountains as it's been all throughout the week. Visibility pretty good for lower elevations, but we have seen some reports of some very light mist this morning for the Blue Foothills, and that could be in the form of freezing drizzle as the temperatures are below freezing for the foothills. So for Oregon 204, for Interstate 84, for any of these roadways out here, just got to take it slow as there could be some slick spots out there. Here is your hourly forecast for this Friday for the Yakima Valley. Mostly cloudy all throughout the day. Again, there could be some sunshine as we head into the afternoon. High is going to be stuck in the mid-30s. Will continue to be, in general, about 5 to 10 degrees colder than normal for this time of the year, a little bit closer to average for the Tri-Cities. But we will talk about some of the nuance of today's forecast, why we could maybe see some sunshine, and also an update on those climate numbers. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thanks so much. We begin this half hour of news with local living, and a big night for the arts is coming up in the Tri-Cities, helping keep local theater programs alive all year long.
The Academy of Children's Theater is getting ready for its annual Heart for the Arts Gala. It's a fundraiser that supports programming, scholarships, and community outreach.
Thanks for being here.
The event takes months of planning and comes at a busy time for the theater, with shows, classes, and after-school programs all underway.
We've got Legally Blonde coming up on the schedule, so that actually opens the same weekend as Heart for the Arts, so we have a very busy theater. We've got classes starting every Saturday, and those will run till May, until we start our summer programming.
Organizers say the money raised plays a critical role helping make the arts accessible to students who might not otherwise have the opportunity.
It's very special to get to see people's real passion for this theater, and it's not just a matter of, bringing in dollars. It's about people really investing in a place that, was transformative to them.
Guess now it's official. Can't back out, no!
ACT says fundraising helps provide scholarships, free school performances, and transportation for students all across the region, including expanding programs into Pasco and beyond.
This year we were really lucky to expand with our Viva La Musica program to provide cost-free educational after-school programming to students in Pasco. Their program is actually kicking off this weekend at Pasco High School, Friday, Saturday this weekend, and next weekend. What we get to do is really special. We're more than just a theater for children. We really are a theater for the community. And the money we raise here really reminds the students that we work with, that this community cares about them.
And the gala takes place February 21st at the Three Rivers Convention Center in Kennewick.
Yeah, tickets and sponsorship tables are still available. If you use the code APPLE on their website, it'll provide you with a $35 off your tickets.
Ooh. And keep it here because coming up next, well, it's cold outside, so we're helping you plan your weekend indoors. We've got fun for the whole family, everything from hands-on science at the Reach Museum to musicals, trains, and much more all across the Tri-Cities. Community events is coming up right after your full climate report with Josh Colbreth. That's all coming up in just a few minutes.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Jack, when you look back on 75 years...
Oh, I'm not looking back. I'm bringing back my Chicken Supreme. It comes in a combo and munchie meal. This juicy fan favorite starts at just $5.49. Are you writing this down? Get the Chicken Supreme munchie meal with collectible jibby.
Welcome to Jock in the Box. Hi, everybody. Jay Leno here. You know, I love doing live stand-up comedy. No politics, no lectures. I'm not giving you my opinion on every issue of the day. Just nothing but jokes. So come by, check it out, and we'll have a lot of fun. Oh, it's clean, too.
Jay Leno live on stage. Friday, April 24th, Legends Casino Hotel. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com or Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Jay Leno live. Friday, April 24th, Legends Casino Hotel.
Come on by. Check out the show.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
I think this is my favorite. Okay. Hon, what do you think of this?
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Don't relocate, renovate. Avoid rising interest rates by changing your bathroom, not your home. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
These other guys don't have protein like me. Up to 35 grams in my protein bowls, or try my 2 for $6 Jack Wraps. If I'm saying something that's not true, do something about it. Try my protein bowls and Jack Wraps.
Welcome to Jock in the Box.
When weather is the big story.
A highway partially collapsed. Highway 12 near Natchez.
Big story coverage.
The river is continuing to rise.
Only one station.
Several rescues are also taking place.
Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Next live from H is for Hawk, Claire Foy, plus Michael Urie from Shrinking.
I cry every episode.
Yeah.
It always gets me.
Do you cry more at your own performance?
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
All right, welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is that time of the week, time to talk some climate numbers. So we're going to start off with those seasonal rainfall numbers that we've been tracking since the wet season began on October 1st of 2025. So here are the rainfall totals we've seen during that time frame. Here are the totals you would expect during said time frame. And if you do a little bit of math, you can figure out the percentage difference, which are the surpluses or deficits. The surpluses in green, the deficits in red. And unfortunately, we now have seasonal rainfall deficits for the Blue Foothills, but still some surpluses for the valleys and basin, although these numbers not looking nearly as favorable as they were back in December. In the Yakima Basin, the reservoir levels on the surface level look fantastic. We have 37% more water than we typically would for this time of the year, and that severe drought benchmark is when a basin has 25% less water than it typically would. This number is a little bit misleading, though, because think about it. As we head into the spring and summer months, we get that snowpack melt, which should end up replenishing the reservoir levels. But if we don't have that snowpack, then the reservoir levels will go down in a hurry. And to that point, the Yakima Basin has 53% less snow than it typically would for late January. This number is not encouraging at all. Now we take you over to the Blues. McKay Dam, the reservoir there has 25% less water than you would expect for late January. So we're right at the severe drought benchmark already, which makes me really not want to show you this number. The snowpack in the Blues right now is underperforming by 65 percentage points. This is very bad. It's not encouraging, but I don't want to be an alarmist because we have more months of winter to go. We could get several storm systems in succession, and these numbers could come back up. And we really have to cross our fingers and hope for that and try to manifest that. And I know that the ski resorts are definitely cheering for some snowfall as well. Here's your ski report brought to you by Schweitzer. Look at the base depth right now, 16 inches. It's barely over a foot. And we'll take you down to Ski Bluewood, where the base depth here is at 21 inches. And the best base depth right now is at White Pass at 22 inches. So folks, the ski resorts need more snow. For the drought situation, we need more snow. And again, just fingers crossed that we can see that come to fruition. Unfortunately, that is not going to happen over the next 7 days. We'll continue to keep the forecast abnormally dry. So I will talk about that in a practical manner and tell you why that's happening coming up in a few minutes.
6:41 and looking ahead to the weekend with the cold weather outside, it is perfect to get inside and enjoy some family activities.
And this morning, we've got you covered with a few fun indoor events, all right here in the Tri-Cities that both kids and adults will love. So first up, the Reach Museum in Richland is hosting a family STEAM workshop. That's from 10 a.m. to noon tomorrow. Kids can explore math through art, also engineering and hands-on science.
And there's a special twist. Participants can get the chance to contribute artwork to the museum's new exhibit, Keep Change Flip. Admission is free for members and general admission applies for non-members.
And later in the day, the Vibe Music and Performing Arts Center brings Disney's The Little Mermaid to life from 2 to 4:30 p.m. You can join Ariel as she trades her tail for legs and navigates a magical adventure above and below the sea.
With unforgettable songs like Under the Sea and Kiss the Girl, this family-friendly musical is sure to capture hearts. Tickets are $25 for VIP, $18 for general admission, and $15 for students, seniors, and military members.
So exciting.
I know.
I see it now. I got tickets.
I now have all the songs in my head.
Me too.
Yeah.
Under the sea.
Exactly. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, your morning sprint. Everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning, including your full first alert forecast. We're going to check in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert, giving you that live look outside from our Bi-Mart camera in Yakima. He's going to break down what you can expect, not only as you head out the door today, but into the weekend.
Congratulations, Dave. You just won $1,000 for Camo Dave Ministry as part of our Volunteers Count contest.
Well, I started it when I was homeless, and I was living in my van for about 1.5 years. And I noticed, people congregating in the park, and I thought I'd start having some cookouts. We served 50,000 meals in 1 year and 4 months down there.
STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Driving the Nissan Kicks with intelligent all-wheel drive is like what you want, what you want, what you want, what you want, what you want in me. The best seat in the house. See why it's been named a Consumer Guide Best Buy 5 years in a row. Drive the reimagined Nissan Kicks today. Now get a low $309 per month lease or get up to $1,000 customer cash on the 2026 Nissan Kicks.
I'm a real wild one. Some days are the fun days. The days you get to go wild. Which makes the Ford Ranger perfect for you. Made to haul. Made for the trail. And made for any wild idea you've got. Get a wild deal on a Ranger today. Lease a 2025 Ford Ranger Super Crew 4x4 for just $279 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Are you suffering with constant agonizing knee pain? Have you been told that you have arthritis or are bone on bone? Is knee pain making simple activities like walking stairs or kneeling impossible? If this sounds familiar, the next 60 seconds could change your life. Do not let knee pain control your life any longer. Our powerful program addresses the underlying causes of knee pain without masking symptoms. There is no use of drugs, injections, or surgery. Do not miss this opportunity. Call now to see if we can help. If you qualify for care, day one we will perform a trial treatment. Please listen carefully. You will know by the end of the first visit whether or not we can help you. Do not hesitate. Call now. You don't need to suffer any longer. Call right now to see if you qualify for our program that has transformed thousands of lives. Call before it's too late and take the first step towards the knee pain relief you deserve.
Some mornings, I get a little extra help. Memories are made in the kitchen. Find the right appliance to make more of them at Fred's.
At Fred's Appliance, all Bosch appliances are on sale. Save up to $300 on select Bosch dishwashers. Swing by Fred's Appliance today. We sell appliances, only appliances.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
They want me to hit the Carlton. It's just not happening. I promised them one Carlton. That was it. Okay. It is going to be very cold for tonight and then into tomorrow night, as well as those lows are going to drop down into the teens. We'll talk about that in just a second. But first, for today, it's going to be cloudy in the Tri-Cities. We're going to have high temperatures. That might be a little bit warmer as opposed to the last few days, getting into the upper 30s. Maybe seeing some sunshine into the afternoon. I would not necessarily bank on that, though. It's going to be another day where lower elevation is going to be socked in with clouds. Could see a little bit more sunshine up in the mountains. And those highs going to be in the 30s for lower elevations and in the 20s up in the mountains. Wind gusts not doing anything of note. Then for tonight, still fairly cloudy for lower elevations, a little bit more clear skies up in the mountains, and overnight lows. Now we're starting to see some of those teens. 17 for Yakima, 16 for Ellensburg, 20 degrees, very close to that in the Tri-Cities, and the wind gusts, again, just not going to be doing anything of note. Okay, the high temperatures over the next 7 days, slowly but surely trending warmer. There's some ebbs and flows to that, but overall the pattern's going to be trending a little bit warmer. Hey, 46 degrees for next Thursday. I've never been so looking forward to high temperatures of 46 degrees, but that'll actually be about 5 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. As the high temperatures go up, the low temperature is going to go up as well. So we'll end up in the low 30s by Wednesday night and Thursday night of next week. The forecast staying unusually dry for this time of the year, and it's because of this big area of high pressure that's indicated by this spinning blue H right here. So what high pressure does is it shields our region from any active weather. That's why all these storm systems have kind of been steering around us, and that's why all that big Arctic blast is impacting the eastern half of the United States. High pressure going to stay locked in place over the next week, which means we have no precip chances in the Tri-Cities. And inevitably, that means that our rainfall surpluses are going to continue to dwindle. There is 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. A small chance of a little sunshine on Friday. Then it looks as if the clouds will continue to dominate through early next week. For Yakima, dry and cold, but thankfully highs trend a little warmer by next week. For Ellensburg, highs hovering around freezing through Sunday, then a touch warmer by Monday. For Hermiston, a dry pattern that'll trend subtly warmer over the next 7 days. And finally, for Walla Walla, we keep chasing that 10% chance of rain. This time, it looks as if that'll be next Thursday. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, new texts in the Blake Lively-Justin Baldoni case.
I want to see you again.
Now you see me.
Blake Lively's sex harassment and other claims against Baldoni are set for trial in May, but his attorneys are urging the judge to throw them out, arguing Lively knew she was part of a movie that called for hot and sexy scenes. The judge did not immediately rule. He did say, though, the public has a right to see evidence that had been under seal, including text messages between Lively and her friend Taylor Swift. In this text to Lively, Swift celebrated the use of "My Tears Ricochet" in the movie, writing, "Wow, I love how they used the song." Swift said the song could give Lively the upper hand in her dispute with Baldoni over the film's direction. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have more on what's next in the high-profile case. With your GMA First Look, I'm Aaron Katursky, ABC News, New York.
Asthma was making me miss out on things I love, like spending time with my kids. My treatment plan was not doing enough for me. I was concerned about future attacks. So I asked my doctor if we could do more. He ran some tests and recommended adding Fasenra.
Fasenra is an add-on treatment for eosinophilic asthma.
Now I'm breathing better. I haven't had an asthma attack in a year, and I'm back to the things I've missed. Like cheering for my boys. Let's go! Running my shop and spending time with friends.
Fasenra is not for sudden breathing problems. Serious allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis, may occur. Get help right away for swelling of your face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Don't stop asthma treatments, including oral steroids, without talking with your doctor. Tell your doctor if your asthma worsens or you have a parasitic infection. Headache and sore throat may occur.
Haven't you missed enough? Be your own best advocate. Ask your doctor about Fasenra.
If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 6:50. It's time for your morning sprint. We start with your national headlines this morning. First up, a woman told a British court that President Donald Trump's youngest son may have saved her life. In January of last year, Barron Trump had called a female friend of his who lives in London. He told police that a shirtless man picked up the video call, and a second later, his friend appeared on camera, and on the call, she told him that that man had been giving her trouble for a long time. Barron then phoned police in the UK and reported what he saw, saying the woman had been assaulted. The 22-year-old suspect is now facing charges of assault, rape, and strangulation.
6:51 in your business headlines this morning. The U.S. and TikTok's Chinese parent company have officially finalized a deal that spins off the app's U.S. assets to a group of American investors. The transaction's close now wrap-ups a long process that begins with President Donald Trump in his first term. At the time, he vowed to ban the app over national security concerns, but the announcement now comes just a day before the deadline the president gave to finalize the deal, which TikTok signed last month. American users likely won't notice a visible difference under the new entity's ownership.
In your health headlines, colorectal cancer now appears to be the deadliest form of cancer in young adults. A report found that as of 2023, it surpassed other cancer types to become the leading cause of U.S. cancer deaths for people under 50. Researchers say deaths from colon and rectal cancers for this group rose 1.1% every year since 2005. They found that overall, from 1990 through 2023, more than 1.2 million people died of cancer in the U.S. before age 50. The senior author of the study says scientists can't explain the increase. Interestingly, the data also showed that deaths decreased for every other leading type of cancer.
6:52, time now for the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. Starting in Moses Lake, where the school district received a report last May that raised some concerns about a coach who also worked as a substitute teacher. Well, when they got that report, the district immediately placed that employee who has not been named on administrative leave. They launched an independent investigation, worked alongside local police, and during that investigation confirmed there had been inappropriate relationships with at least 3 students. So at last night's school board meeting, they formally discharged the coach, and the findings have been submitted to the state. District officials say student safety is top priority, and families with questions are encouraged to reach out.
In Richland, nurses at Cadlick are reporting a rising number of violent incidents in the workplace. 109 cases were reported last year alone. According to union leaders, patients have allegedly brought in guns, knives, and even blowtorches sometimes. They're recommending weapon detection systems at entrances and also a 24/7 security guard in the ER. But they say it's been difficult to get the hospital on board. And to help raise awareness about the safety issues, the union is planning a public picket on Monday from 8:30 to 10:30 a.m.
Well, take a look at this video on your screen from the city of Walla Walla. A garbage truck in downtown Walla Walla caught fire yesterday while on its route. Driver quickly dumped the burning trash into a nearby parking lot. Fire, street, and sanitation crews all came out on scene to get those flames put out. Officials say items that shouldn't be in regular trash, including batteries, likely caused the fire. So it's a reminder to residents, take your hazardous items like lithium-ion batteries to the household hazardous waste facility rather than throwing them away so that you can prevent future incidents.
And the College Place School District is asking voters to renew an existing levy, which would keep the current rate at $2.50 per $1,000 of assessed value. Officials say failure to pass the levy could lead to a 20% reduction in the district budget, affecting programs and staffing, including extracurriculars. Levy funds support sports, choir, drama, also nursing, counseling, and special education services, even summer school and after-school programs. Leaders also say funding impacts every grade from K through 12.
And the Reach Museum in Richland is hosting a family STEAM workshop this Saturday from 10 to noon. Kids can explore math through art and get hands-on with science activities. Participants also have a special opportunity to contribute their own artwork to the museum's new exhibit, Keep Change Flip. Admission's free for members. General admission rates apply for non-members.
Trending now this morning, well, you don't see this every day. Someone tried to make a deposit at a Webster bank, except it wasn't a person, it was a deer. Take a look.
Oh, buddy.
I didn't try to steal the money.
How'd he get in there? So the buck, okay, well,
crashed through.
He crashed through the glass at the bank. Police say the deer tripped the burglary alarm, as you can imagine, you heard it there, and left quite a mess. Luckily, no one was hurt, though.
Officers used a lasso to safely guide the confused visitor back outside. All's well that ends well, except for the broken window.
Now, how do we know that he was trying to make a deposit? What if he was trying to steal?
Rob the bank,
yeah.
I know.
We don't know.
We don't know. We'll never know.
Yeah, we won't.
Poor guy. I mean, we see videos like that all the time of.
It's always a deer.
It's always a deer. They're crashing through windows, and then you have to imagine how confused and scared they must be. You know, their footing and everything is going wild in there.
It's so interesting to see, like, when we have stories with, like, a bear will sneak its way into a conveyance. They're just kind of moseying around. They're, like, going through the candy section. Deers are just, it's 5-alarm fire.
Going wild. Yeah, exactly. All right, get us out the door this morning and tell me that I'm going to see just, like, this much sunshine. Just this much.
You might see literally this much sunshine,
We could take
which is, like, infinity times the amount of sunshine we've had for the past week or so. Folks, look at my face.
I need
sunshine. I need it. I need it very badly. Let's take a look at, well, the fog has been up in the mountains for this morning. Lower elevations still gray as we're stuck under that layer of stratus clouds. And also, there have been some reports of some very light freezing drizzle this morning for the foothills. And you can see those temperatures either at or they are in the mid to upper 20s, which means there could be some slick spots down that way for Walla Walla, Pendleton, Adena, Milton, Freewater. Please take it slow on your morning commute. So here's today's forecast. I'm going with cloudy skies all throughout the day. Just know there could be a little bit of sunshine, but in general, it's going to be another cold, gray, dry day, and we'll have a lot of those in the forecast.
That is all I need to get my hopes up. Thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America's next. We're back with your local news and weather tonight.
Have a great day.
And a great weekend. Go Seahawks.
Go Sports.